YouTube Mandem, it is Multiplier here with a review of Animals for Serum from the guys at Cymatics. And I thought I'd reintroduce this guy, Friendly Little Giraffe Shaker, because the pack is all about animals, so I thought, I don't know, maybe I could put this somewhere in the video, like here. So that's going to live there for the entire video, Friendly Little Giraffe. And that is because it's all about animals, which I think is dope. Basically, what has been happening is the guys at Cymatics have been recording animal sounds, converting them into wavetables using the dope features in Serum, and then they made a whole bunch of presets out of it and also gave you the wavetables and LFO shapes. So yeah, it's a pretty cool pack. What I thought I'd do in this video is basically spend the first bit of the video running through sounds, giving you an objective look at the pack. I've got a cool system for doing this, by the way. And then what I do is tell you what I think is good and what I think is bad about the pack. So it's sort of a review, because basically, if you haven't been paying attention in the last few months, Cymatics have been blowing up. And I mean blowing up, giving more free value genuinely than anyone I've seen before as an entity, as a thing in the music world. It's really dope. And loads of people have been asking me, should I get the Cymatics packs? Because I've been featuring them in videos, and yeah, just people have been wondering, because it's a big movement happening right now. It is dope. So yeah, got a review for you, and yeah, right, let's get into the sounds. Right, so, actually I was gonna leave that there. My system for objectively showing you the sounds is, because there's, depending on the version you get, either like 100 or 200 presets, I think, plus all the wavetables and stuff. Yeah, this one here, Animals for Serum, Gold Edition presets. There are loads and loads of presets here. So what I thought would be the best objective way, just to show you the sounds in the pack, is to choose the best names. If you've ever seen any of my preset packs that I've been making for years and years and years, you know that I'm a huge fan of animal names, and not just animal names, but funny animal names. Things include Sparkle Chicken Headbutt and, I don't know, alien something noise. There's lots of aliens involved in my packs as well. There's no aliens in this pack, but there is lots and lots of cool animal sounds. And in all seriousness, as funny as it is to have great animal names, and I'm a huge fan of animals in general, YouTube Unlikely Animal Friends after this, by the way, fantastic videos, is it gives the presets more personality. So you can actually remember what the preset is if it has an animal name, because you can make the association in your brain. So it's actually logical as well, which is really, really cool. So yeah, what I'm going to do is, because that's a lot of talking, I'm going to actually show you some sounds by picking whatever names jump out to me as a human being. So let's get into it. Baboon butt. Oh, haven't set my levels. Bingo, bango, bongo that down. Monkey see, monkey do. Oh, I love a good monkey. Oh yeah, have some of that. I don't let go. Oh, I love me some of that. Even got macros as well. I should probably play around with these. Oh yes. So yeah, these 4 dudes on the left-hand side are called macros for you. I'm going to turn off the help tags. They are called macros for you Serum or synthesis newbies. Basically what they do is, for any well-made preset pack, such as these or any that I make, most of them I make, basically you have 4 controls on the left-hand side or along the bottoms in some sense. And what they do is give you controls for the sound that you pre-assign when you make the preset. So they aren't necessarily assigned to anything in particular, but whoever made the preset will assign them to something useful. So in this case, WT position for wavetable position will be like a timbre control or a character control, changing the character. of the sound, basically, as you move through this. LFO rate, naturally, is the speed of things, low frequency oscillator rate, stuff like that. Basically, oh, my mouse went over to the side. Spooky. Yeah, basically things to change the character of the sound without having to understand what the preset is doing. Really cool stuff. It means you can actually modify the preset to make it different without having to spend 20 minutes understanding all the modulation routing and understanding some sometimes advanced synthesis concepts. Pretty dope. Not so cute penguin, but penguins are always cute. What's going on with that? Gonna click that one right now. Bit higher up. What kind of freaky penguin is that? Dope sound, but penguins are always cute. How do you say it? Cymatics? You made a mistake. Penguins are always cute. That's some life knowledge. Penguins are amazing, by the way. So good. Let's go. Oh, there's so many presets here. It's cool, right? Let's go further down. About zebras. Llamas. I love llamas. I saw some alpacas yesterday. Genuinely. There's an alpaca farm like right near where I live. Zombie llama. Don't get llamas and alpacas confused, by the way. That is a rookie error in the world of animals. That is rad. You may think that sounds weird, but I love weird. That is sick. Really different. So good. Let's try some more. Machine gun. Don't know how it applies to animals. I suppose it's using the animal's wave table, so yeah, and it sounds like a machine gun. I suppose that's logical. Rad. Radical, you might say. Llama sequence. Ooh. Some damn freaky llamas. And Angry Dolphins number 2. This is going to be the final one. Let's see what it sounds like. You know what? I'm going to get the giraffe to play this one. So Angry Dolphins 2, and then I will do my review because that is rhyming. Definitely an angry dolphin. But it's cool. Oh, lovely. Weird and different. Do love some weird-ish. Sweetness. Anyway, I said I'd do my review now, but I've got one more fact because you know what? I can't do a review. It's in the way. I can't do a review on animals without telling you animal facts, because if you know me as a person, as a human being outside of Multiplier, you know that I love animals. They are so good. So, fact about dolphins. Dolphins, let's do it reverse order. Killer whales are actually dolphins, not whales, because it was a mistranslation of whale killers. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so it was a mistranslation of whale killers, but then during the mistranslation, they reversed the words around, so it was killer whales. Killer whales aren't whales, they're dolphins. Say what? So I got a theory about dolphins, and that is, I know you probably want a review of cymatics, but I'm going to tell you my theory about dolphins first, because I'm just going to do it. So, right, my theory about dolphins is because they're related to killer whales are the big meanies, they're super clever, they've got some advanced tactics and stuff. What the dolphins are basically like the nice guys that will give killer whales, hopefully, a better image, because killer whales are so mean, so they send out little dolphins into the world, which are like always smiling, even though they're not really smiling. And then everyone thinks, oh, cool little dolphins, oh, killer whales can't be that bad, when in fact, killer whales are bad. They eat penguins for fun, not just because they're hungry. Got no time for that. Actually, I forgot to demo something, but that's cool. I can tell you about that now before I give you a review, my impressions of the pack. And that is, it also comes with 100 wavetables. So I can't really demo them that easily because you have to configure them and set up a whole patch. But you can see here, if you go to Cymatics Animals for Serum Gold Edition wavetables, it comes with 100 wavetables. So yeah, that's another thing to bear in mind, is there are a load of cool wavetables, and that's how the presets came about. Pretty much all these presets come from the wavetables that they made from real animal sounds. So you don't just get the presets, you also get the wavetables that create the presets. And on top of that, as some sort of magical bonus to the max, there is a whole bunch of LFOs. I think there's 100 LFOs at least in the gold edition. Look it up. Click the link, you'll figure out the details. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of LFO shapes as well, which are really, really cool. And I think someone taught me a trick to this. Yeah. So someone taught me this trick. Check this out. So if you load up a bank of LFO shapes, like that one, say, if you hold down Option, or it's the one below Alt on a Mac, click the little folder and it cycles through. How cool is that? And so, now that you've had a chance to listen to the pack and you've heard some hilarious commentary from me, let's get into the serious stuff, which is the multiplier review of the pack. So, what is good? What is bad in this pack? Animals for Serum by the guys at Cymatics. So, first of all, the thing that is basically the elephant in the room. See what I did there? Elephant animals. The elephant in the room is basically the price, because it is a premium price sample pack. There is no getting around the fact, I can't remember the exact price. I think it may be $127 for the gold edition, maybe $100 for the edition below. I don't know. Let's say $100. It is a premium price sample pack. And that is just something to be aware of about these presets. The flip side is, each of these presets genuinely is amazing. I've downloaded so many sample packs where 90% of the pack is basically useless. And yes, there normally is 10% on any given sample pack that I do end up using. But most sample packs suck. That is just the way it is. Fact. Now, there are some sample packs that are pretty much all gold. And I would say, yeah, genuinely, when it comes to the sound design, in particular for, I suppose you might say, maybe slightly aggressive EDM, dubstep, electro, EDM, trap, stuff like that, or just any sort of interesting modern EDM genre, especially bass sounds, nothing is as good as this. It is absolutely out of this world. And there's no filler as well. Like, I was talking to the guys and they said how they started off with like 400 or 500 presets, and they said, no, too many, let's filter it down, because I mean, there's 200 presets, I think, in this gold edition, and you don't want any more than that. So the guys at Cymatics were clever, and they said, right, let's just pick 200 amazing presets. Let's not give you 500 presets, because you're not going to use 300 of them. Makes sense? So yeah, when it comes to the sound design, straight up, it is really, really, really good. There's no filler. So yeah, on the sound design front, absolutely spot on. Another thing is, all the little details are pretty much spot on with the Cymatics packs. Naturally, being a sound designer, I earn, I don't know, a third of my income making sample packs outside of tutorials and Skype sessions and stuff. I spend a lot of time making presets, so I'm aware of all the little subtle details, and the amount of preset packs I have to go through for whatever reason that just get the fundamentals wrong is bonkers. Bloody bonkers, I would say. And yeah, the guys at Cymatics, yeah, they don't just get the fundamentals right, but they're interesting sounds. Like, what I like about this pack is it's got the two types of sounds you want in a preset pack. So typically, when you get a preset pack, you want one of two things and or. So sometimes you want one, sometimes the other, sometimes both. This has both. On the one hand, you have generic sounds that are very functional. So like, say, a normal squelch or a growl. So let's say you want to just a squelchy bass for a bit of a song, you're writing a song. Sometimes you just want to go to a functional, working squelchy sound that you know will work, no messing about, click it, boom, done, in, out, shake it all about sort of styly. This has all of those sounds. But then there's also a style of sound which is a bit more interesting by itself. So especially in genres like dubstep in particular, or I suppose most genres, but in particular dubstep, sometimes you just want a super interesting sound that will get you excited by itself. And it's not that normal or even necessarily that functional, but it's weird and different and interesting, and that makes the track interesting. This has both of those types of sounds. It's really, really cool. So yeah, I would say that is by far the biggest thing I love about this pack, is the sounds are really, really good. yeah, so let's talk about that in the context of money, because you know what? We have to do it. It's a premium price sample pack. Yes, I would say it is worth the money, genuinely, broadly speaking, not just in preset packs, but in life in general, I suppose, you get what you pay for. So if you can afford it, 100%, you're getting 200 amazing presets. Not to mention you get all the wavetables and LFO shapes as well. So from a sound design perspective, really, really good stuff. It is dope. And if you don't have the money for whatever reason, not all of us have $100 to spend. That's cool. Maybe you're 14, or maybe, I don't know, you just don't have the money right now. There are free presets available. So there is a link below to, I think it's either 10, 20 or 30 presets. I don't know. I'm going to look it up after this video, but there is a link. It probably says in the title of this video how many presets there are. But yeah, basically there'll be a link below to some free sounds, which will be basically a subset, I think, of these. So yeah, if you don't have the money for whatever reason, that's cool. There are some free presets available below if you click the link. So you can get some free sounds. And that's what's cool about the guys at Cymatics. Yes, they charge a lot for the presets. People are talking about it a lot. That's the way it is, but they're kicking out so much value in terms of free presets and stuff like their, what is it, like live? Is it live? Facebook Live, like through the Mentions app? Yes, like live streaming on Facebook. They're just kicking out so much content. So yeah, if you don't have any money, that's cool as well. Check out their free content. If you do want some premium presets, you want some great stuff, yeah, can't recommend these highly enough. They're really, really cool. And then, yeah, I would say if you want to get like super insanely picky, and I was going to give some negative thoughts on the pack, I would say it is quite a specific pack in terms of the sounds you get. Like, yes, there are some ARPs, a few leads, plucks, and some synths, but it's basically a pack of bass presets for EDM. So just bear that in mind. Basically, it's a pack of really interesting sounds, but they are quite specifically for EDM bass. So you're not going to get your subtle techno sort of bass tinglings rolling through there. You're not going to get that. You're not going to get leads, plucks, and all that kind of stuff. It's basically, just so there's no confusion at all, if you are looking at getting this pack, it is a pack of EDM bass sounds. But then I don't know if that's really a negative or not, because I mean, pretty much everyone agrees that focus is the key to everything. So this pack is focusing, in my opinion at least, basically it's focusing on EDM bass, and it does it extremely well. Whether you want those generic bass sounds or the interesting sounds, there's something there for you, and there's no filler. So yeah, I don't really know if that's a negative. It's more something to be aware of, that this is a pack of EDM bass sounds. And yeah, if you need that sort of stuff, this pack is wowzers trousers. That's what I give this out of 10. Wowzers trousers. And to be honest, there aren't really any negatives. I mean, I suppose if you want to get really picky, you could say the price is a negative, but it's one of those things, you get what you pay for. I mean, the car analogy is front of mind right now because that's what I've been looking at. But if you take, I don't know, an expensive car, then yes, it's an expensive car, but you're getting a much better car from it. So it's not like an $80,000 car. I'm not buying an $80,000 car, but let's say I was. If you buy an $80,000 car and you buy the right one, it's not like it's a waste of money. You're just getting a lot more value out of it. So if you can afford an $80,000 car, then sweet. It's just a premium product. And that's probably the best way to look at the Cymatics packs. They are premium products. And they are really, really good. So sweet. Not to mention there is so much free stuff. So I can't stress that highly enough. Check out their Facebook, all that sort of stuff. I don't know if the live streams, because basically I think it may be Steven, if I get his name right, is the main guy doing live streams, but I think there's a few of them doing it. They're doing a lot of live streams on Facebook. So if you like this channel, chances are you'll like it. But what I don't know is if they've managed to get the live streams working on their main Cymatics page, or if it's just their personal ones yet. I don't know. Go figure it out, links below, etc. You've got the Google if you want to Google things. And finally, let me know what you think about this pack in the comments below. Grab the demo, take a listen to the sounds. Just let me know what you think about Cymatics and the sounds, because whether you like it or not, Cymatics are doing really, really well right now, and they're doing some really, really cool things. They're taking a different approach to samples and sample packs, which is really refreshing, and they're kicking out so much value, not only on the paid end of things, but on the free end of things, that I just love to hear what you think about it. And yeah, don't worry, I won't make this a habit of saying at the end of my videos, comment and share, because I don't know, I don't like that in videos. People will subscribe. That's my theory. People will subscribe if they like your videos. People will comment if they want to comment. But in particular, I do genuinely want to know what you think about these sounds and cymatics in general. So ping a comment on the comment, or I suppose on the Facebook page is fine as well. Whatever's good for you. And yeah, not sure what's going on there. Sweet. So yeah, that is the video. A little bit longer than usual, but that's cool too. Multiplier reviews animals for Serum. Here is a giraffe. Actually, that's a good point. I don't think there's any giraffe preset, so that is a major mistake on the part of Cymatics, because giraffes are fantastic.